Hey, what's up everybody? Darth Ponte here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Superior Octopus figure. This was the last of the figures I needed to construct the Demogoblin. I refused to get this one for a while just because of the tentacles. I'm really annoyed, along with many other people, as to Hasbro's decision to not give us Doc Ock with bendy arms. So I didn't get Doc Ock when he came out, because he didn't have the bendy arms. But I would still say that his arms are better than these, just because, despite not having any bend, they are still strong and could hold Spider-Man up in a pose of some sort. Whereas these are not. They are purely show. They can't hold anything, and they fall out pretty easily. But I still think they look great, so I got them. And I think the figure itself looks pretty cool too, so you can do a lot without them. I have them here in a fun pose that's in my McFarlane DC stand that came with my Superman figure, but I'm loaning him to Superior Octopus. So let's take him out here and get a closer look. So this is what he comes with. Comes just with himself there and the tentacles in this backpack. It's all removable and adjustable. This also really annoys me. Hasbro keeps giving us different pegs and peg hole designs, so you can't swap anything around. That really frustrates me, and they need to cut it out. They know we want to swap stuff around. Just let us. Come on. we're paying for this stuff. Be cool. So yeah, that's how they pour it out. They fall out really easily. Yeah, so that's the backpack as it comes. I like the kind of vented looks there. So it looks decently cool, just as is on his back. Like that. And you can port them in any way you want. They're all unique. I would say some are definitely better than others. I like ones that can just kind of come forward in a way, whereas this one, it looks fine. It's an action shot, but I find it doesn't really come out too much. So aside from the curve, they're all the same detail-wise. They all have the same design going around, and they all have a rotatable head here. I love the design of this, though. That green eye looks great. The claws are really great. Yeah, I really like the skinny tentacles with the really sharp, vicious head, but I wish that they had more of a peg and peg hole relationship with this, just so they could go in a bit easier and maybe be a little more weight supporting, either holding something up or holding the figure up. But yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. So we'll take a look at the figure here. As he stands, I think this is a pretty cool looking Spider-Man figure. Or should I say Doc Ock figure. It's Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body, and he's not committing crimes, so that's nice. Yeah, I just love this shade of this lime green over the black and gray. I think it's a really cool design. This figure has some unique articulation for Spider-Man, which, from the looks of it, they're going to keep going with. And it's the diaphragm swivel. No other Spider-Man figure before has had this, and from the looks of it, the only other Spider-Man coming out after this that we know of is from the animated series, and he, I think, has this same mold, which is pretty cool. I think he's it almost looks a little beefier for a Spider-Man. The other ones are pretty skinny. But yeah, his articulation is really good. He's got some head tilt here. His head goes down nicely, goes far back. He's got great rotation. He's got really good butterfly joints. Just got him the other day, so I still got to kind of work them out there. They go far back and they come forward nicely. Shoulders are really good. They go nice and far up, all the way around. Good bicep swivel. The double jointed elbows could be a little better. I find the other ones can usually go farther. His wrist can go forward nicely, and that's as far back. I really love the look of these gloves here. Very mechanical hand looking, menacing grip like that. I like these wrist gauntlet things too. They add to the look nicely. Very cool. On this side, he's got a fist. Same green dot there. It's just closed up. That's as far forward as it goes, and that's as far back as it goes. And then a full rotation. So yeah, he's got the swivel, which is good. I like the swivel because it, you can get some side tilt, which, ab crunch doesn't lend you. And at first I thought the swivel was limited as far as ab crunch goes with range, but after looking at the other figures, it's about even. So being able to get these extra ways is definitely an improvement. So I would say I preferred the diaphragm swivel over ab crunch any day now. So every day. So yeah, he's got some good waist rotation there. Thigh swivel. His legs go forward nicely, and then they go back that far. He's got a standard wide butt, so that's why. The last figure I reviewed there, his butt was a little more narrow, so the legs could go back a bit better. But, just do a little rotation there, and you can kick to the side nicely. Angle it out. He's got some great double jointed knees. He's got calf rotation, which is fun. It's nice. And he's got some good ankles here. They go forward and back great, and they got good swivel. So his articulation is definitely, I think, tries to make up for the tentacles. In here, I'll give you a little arrangement of how they go in. So you can put this one up here, maybe. Put this one down here. Let's put that one down here, and then we'll put this one up here. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Let's angle that one back so he's not attacking the master. So yeah, I like the way they look. They're just kind of being unleashed in a still kind of coiled way. So yeah, I guess my rating for this guy would be 8 out of 10. The figure itself would do better than 8, but the tentacles, with their obvious limitations, are kind of bringing it down, but 8's still good. So if you see this guy, I would get him. For price review, I got him for, I think it was $35 on Amazon. So obviously that's a little more than retail. I probably would have paid $40 just because I really wanted to assemble the Demogoblin. And I mean, he's a very attractive figure, so I would say $40 tops is pretty good for this guy. So yeah, overall I'd say he's a good buy. And yeah, that's all I got to say about him. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if there's another figure you'd like me to review. Thanks.